Welcome back. The Keitaro team is here, and we are continuing our course on working with the tracker. In the last video, we selected a server, installed the tracker, and logged into the admin panel or the dashboard. So what's next? You need to purchase a domain, park it in the tracker, obtain an SSL certificate, and finally create your first campaign. So let's go step by step. Why is a domain needed in the tracker? A domain in your tracker is an alias, a label, or a link that allows you to access the tracker and all it contains, like campaigns. It functions differently from hosting, as the tracker domain doesn't need to store hard-coded content like a typical website. So the domain serves as a shortcut to open either the tracker or a campaign. Most importantly, it's required for the tracker to issue an SSL certificate, ensuring you work over HTTPS, a secured connection. So by default, the tracker opens via your server IP. You can check it over there, /admin. And campaign links are also generated with the IP and an identifier. However, this creates an unsecured HTTP connection, which is blocked by many browsers and software, potentially losing the traffic. That's why parking a domain in is necessary. The main requirement is that the domain must be clean, unused for any other websites, platform, or purposes. It should be only used for the tracker. So where you buy the domain doesn't matter. Simply search buy a domain and choose any provider. So we typically use Namecheap because of its quick resolution, reliable payments, and user-friendly interface. So here is an example of using Namecheap. So firstly, visit the homepage, just search in the internet Namecheap. Alright, so if you already have an account, just sign in. If not, use the sign up button to register quickly. So I will just sign in. Great, after registering, you can proceed to purchase. Once you logged in, use the domain name search box here and to enter any desired name for your domain. So I will put the Keitaro tutorial and then press search. Great, so let's perform a search. So now we are shown a list of domains available for purchase. The price, whether it's cheap or expensive, doesn't matter for the tracker. For example, let's just check the cheapest one. So I will put the Keitaro online, add to the cart. Great. So some services here, like an SSL certificate, are offered, but you don't need to buy it from Namecheap. The tracker will automatically request and issue an SSL certificate via Let's Encrypt after the domain is added. So let's proceed to the payment and press checkout. Here you go, and we confirm our order. So now we need to return to the main page. Let's go to your account, navigate to your account, the dashboard. Here you go, and select Manage. So after you have pressed Manage, now you'll see the NS records. So please go to the Advanced DNS. Here you will find the CNAME and add records are preset. Okay, here is your CNAME record, www, and the add record. So these are needed for us. So we need to delete all the existing records, including the www subdomain, and leave the form blank. So we choose everything and press delete the record. Delete the first one and delete the second one. Great. Now we need to add an A record. Great, so once our form is blank, let's add an A record. So first, press Add New Record and select A record. So as a host, just put add. Here, for IP address, you need to push your IP address that you have to take from your tracker. So go to your tracker, please. Go to the domain section, and here you go. This is your IP address. So just copy it and insert. This thing doesn't need to be changed, and then press OK. Save changes. So once you saved all the changes and wait for DNS cache to update. So usually it can take up to 24 hours, but typically take between 5 to 10 minutes. Great, so this is everything on the Namecheap side. And then we need to park our domain into our tracker. Let's go to the tracker. Click click create in the domain section. So let's park our domain. So we go to the domain section and press add. Let's take our domain name, paste it, and press add. So our status right now is requesting certificate, and all we need to do is to refresh the page and wait until the status will be okay over there. So you can check the status of the NS records via online link tools like MISC. Here you go. So you can use this link and check your domain. So just put the domain, press enter, and we'll see if it has already NA record or no. So everything should be fine. Great, so after refreshing the page, we can see the status OK finally. So once the status shows connected, that means that SSL certificate will automatically be issued. If you encounter an issue, delete the domain and add it again, which usually resolve problems. Once the SSL certificate is issued, you can log into the tracker via HTTPS using the domain. This ensures all campaign links will be generated with a secure connection. So let's try to log in using our domain name. Okay, to log in using our domain name, we need to open a new tab and put the necessary information. So let's put https / the Keitaro. Then let's take our domain name from here. So we can just copy it, paste it, /admin. Great. Here you go. So we can see that now our connection is completely secured. We can check it over there. You can see this block over there, and it says that connection is secure. Great. So let's just put our credentials over there. Great. So we have successfully logged into our dashboard using our domain name. So that was the Keitaro tutorial.online. Alright, let's summarize. So we have purchased a domain, parked it in the tracker, and issued an SSL certificate. So now it's time to create our first campaign. Just a reminder, we will cover the campaign in details a little bit later, but for now, let's just walk through the basic steps of creating one and park the domain for it. So let's create our first campaign. Please go to the campaign section first. Here you go. Already one campaign over there, but if you are just starting, this section will be empty for you. First of all, click the button Create to open campaign settings. Here you go. So you can enter the name for your campaign and create a flow. So first of all, we enter the name. Let's put any. So I will put the test for us and click the button Create. Now we have to create our first flow. So let's press the button Create Flow. Great. So for this basic demonstration, we'll use a direct link redirect. So let's go to Scheme, Direct URL, and enter any link that you would like to test. So I will take our website and press the link here and press the button Apply. After, please don't forget to press the button Save. Now that the campaign is created, we can park the domain that we have purchased. Parking the domain allows traffic to go directly to the domain, rather than using a link with an identifier generated by the tracker. So why do we actually need to park a domain? This is necessary so that we can send traffic directly to our domain instead of using a campaign link with an identifier. Here you go. This is how your identifier looks like. And let's check what is the campaign link look. So we copy it. And you see, this is the campaign link, and it contains this identifier as well as it mentioned over there. So let's check how it will redirect us to the Keitaro website. So we take this campaign link and just press enter. Here we go. So we press enter and you see that it redirects us to the Keitaro website. So to ensure that the traffic is sent directly to the desired site or offer using the domain link, we need to park the domain to the campaign. So let's park our domain to our campaign. So first of all, let's get back to our tracker. And let's go back to the domain section. Here you go, you see our domain, so we just choose it. And we see the index page. Here we need to choose the campaign that we wanted to link our domain to. So this is going to be the test one. And redirect to the campaign. Yes, press save. Great, so we have successfully parked our domain to our campaign. This means that we can now visit the domain directly and it will lead us to the Keitaro website, bypassing the tracker link with identifier. So let's check it. So we just copy our domain, press it, and here you go. This domain redirects us directly to the Keitaro.io website. So let's review what needs to be done when first setting up the tracker. So first thing that you need to do is to purchase a domain, then park it in the tracker. The next thing to obtain an SSL certificate, and finally create your first campaign. In the next video, we will explore filling the campaign with details, the different types of campaigns, how to configure these settings, and how they interact with each other. So we will cover all these topics separately, focusing on specific cases and the campaigns you need to configure. Thank you for your attention. We'll now move on. The next module focuses specifically on campaigns.